So the benefit of that is that we can have effectively an infinite, or as many trees as we have time to develop, but without any impact on file size. And one of the key things in developing these trees is setting up good places for birds to perch and then defining those perch points. And those are one of the things that the birds, that their AI has been looking for as they're flying around. One of the things that has been interesting throughout the process is, we are constantly bringing in testers, and we're, whenever possible, bringing in testers from our demographics, so older players and men and women, lots of them who don't. We explicitly bring people in who don't play lots of games, but are familiar with casual games, and so one of the things we've been wrestling with is that there seems to be this divide where some people want a kind of quick action experience and they want the stress of having to, that kind of duck hunt mechanic or like a big buck hunter mechanic where you're very quickly trying to shoot birds, take pictures of birds, that is. And then, there's other people that just really love the fact that it's this pretty tranquil experience, and they can't be bothered with the time limit, and really just like the relaxing quality of it. It seems like, well, we're trying to accommodate both people as much as possible, both types of players as much as possible, but as you can tell with the music and just kind of the overall pace of the game, it's a pretty relaxing game. It's not high stress. And what's that? Oh, well, no one said anything. I can't keep time and talk. All right, so questions? Actually, let me just have everyone stand up from Large Animal. Fantastic team. And maybe if Brad and Diane and Yossi could come up while we take a few questions so that I can not have to call out to you to get the answers. Any quick questions?
The audio.
Oh, the audio was, actually, I'm reluctant to even reveal. But the audio was our good friend Byron Estep, who's done the audio for our last, I think, 6 games. So this is all Byron's guitar. We actually have developed an event-driven audio system, which is based on kind of intensity levels that are reached according to the level of activity in the game and other factors that are appropriate to that particular game. But
have you thought of making the birds harder to find to your hunter?
Yeah, that's one of the key factors in the ramping difficulty. So earlier on, the birds are pretty much right there, kind of posing for you, waiting to be captured on film. But yeah, as you go, I mean, one of the great things about this project for me is to just been really researching birding and doing lots of birding, and I highly recommend it. Except you have to get up very early in the morning. But one of the key things, if you ever go birding, one of the key things is it's the finding, right? It's all about the finding and seeing a bit of motion and then spending 20 minutes trying to get into a position where you can actually see something. So yes, that's going to be a big part of it.
There's a quick addition to that is there's also a part of the ramping up difficulty. There are night levels, and one thing that we didn't have time to get into is there's this whole really inventory of items you can collect, like night vision goggles, things like that can aid you when you're encountering certain difficult situations.
Yeah.
And X-ray vision.
And X-ray.
Right. So there's X-ray vision. There's night vision.
Standard birding.
There's an attachment. It's actually a very cool attachment that looks like a little satellite dish that will tell you the name of the bird that your camera's over. You can put bird seed out, and that will cause birds to come and eat.
You drink coffee, time slows.
Yes. And there's a lullaby, which will make all birds find a perch and start sleeping right away. So, in the back.
Yeah, you mentioned that part of the birding experience is
It's all fixed perspective, parallax scrolling. So one of the great things that the parallax afforded was an ability to kind of look around objects, but this is built in Torque, the 2D version of Torque Game Builder, and yeah, so it's not 3D, you can't go into the world and turn around or anything like that.
Can you put together like a time splitters mod or something?
A time splitters mod?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up in a couple of weeks. We'll probably bang that out for the next project.
Do I have time for one more?
Yeah.
One more?
Yeah, sure.
Corey.
How do you birds turn if you're just using Torque 2D? Like, they turn in front of the camera?
Oh, well, it's actual 3D. The birds are all 3D objects, real 3D geometry that's moving in the world and has a sense of 3D depth. And so it's a 2D engine, but it's also a 3D engine. Okay, thanks a lot.